Good morning, dear Cyprus. This is Mr. Mo, Kirius Capello, Clown Capello, Sayed Qubba'a, the friendly clown of the neighborhood. Um, I was approached by so many of my followers on YouTube or Facebook, and also my colleagues and friends here in Cyprus and also abroad, asking me about my opinion towards what's happening in my homeland, Palestine, and what is my political views and who do I support? Do I support this or do I support Israel? Do I support Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn attacks of Israel? Do you think that Israelis are victim or do you think the Palestinians are victims? Uh, uh, I mean, mm, first of all, allow me to use these couple of few minutes to say what I really think about me uh, towards what's happening around me as a Palestinian living in Cyprus uh, and in Europe, and what could be my role, if any, to help things change. First, my political views are irrelevant. Look at me at the end of the day. I'm a teacher, I am a clown who is living a very happy life here in Cyprus. If you see, I'm taking my lovely little puppy into a nice forest here in Nicosia. I'm having calmness of the day in a weekend, away from being in shelters or being bombed, have it Palestinians or Israelis. So I do not think that I am relevant, or um, I don't think that I have a power to change things there, even though that, like everybody else, it should be a painful things to see children being kidnapped and old people hurt and then bombed entire buildings in Gaza or attacking Israeli cities by small rockets and hurting each other. And of course, uh, I could join everybody else in the blame game and say it's Israel game, it's the Palestinians game. However, I can tell you what I can do from my place here. Um, I'm a teacher, uh, a human being who teaches young children, and for my luck, some of my students are Israelis and other students are Palestinians. And I work with number of schools here in Cyprus, and I sit in the classroom and I see children who are playing with each other, Palestinians and Israelis. And I'm not saying like Jews and Muslims, Palestinians and Israelis in the same classroom doing drama with me. At this point, I am not thinking I'm a Palestinian. At this point, I am just looking at children playing Romeo and Juliet together, and they are talking the universal language, English, and sometimes they speak Greek, and many times they speak it in Cypriot because they learn the language here as well. And this is when I realize, as my job, I could be a tool of change. As I said, I'm not going to be able to save or change minds of people in Palestine or Israel, because the tension, emotional, and the pride in Palestine and Israel at this moment is something you cannot talk to. But what I can do from my position here is try to reach to the Palestinian and young children who will become hopefully decision makers tomorrow. They are the ones who's going to be sitting and hearing the voices of the others despite their differences. I use very simple tool and I brought it with me here. I just use this. It's the Red knows that I do. And I have my capello with me. As you can see, this is my capello that I wear, and this is my nose. And this is how I approach children in my classroom or anywhere I go. Art can be a strong tool at this moment. And maybe many of you say it's not time for it. I understand. Art has the power now to let the young children sit and listen, especially when it comes to drama and comedy. It is something I've been working in for so many years, and I do think that this tool is working because I can see it in my classroom all the time when I see the kids sitting and forgetting what their ethnicity is. I see Turkish Cypriots, Greek Cypriots, Palestinians, Israelis, Arabs, Jews, Christians sitting in 8 meter by 5 meter classroom, and they are debating about what the little Red Riding Hood should do to the wolf, or if the seven dwarfs should be cooking dinner for Snow White or not. This is the magic where we can start from, where we can raise, put the seeds of peace in the heads of these young generations. Um, I mean, politicians, they can talk, they can shout, they can fight, they can incite violence against each other. Everybody wants to defend their country. The Palestinians feel they want to defend their country. The Israelis want to defend their countries. We can spend all the time talking about this. But then the young generation is being lost. And at least maybe some of us has to step up and say, we're going to change this. We are going to start now, even though that there is pain now. At least I'm going to prepare this generation to grow up and think critically and be able to to see things in a more artistic way. I mean, this is the tool that I have in my hand as a Palestinian who's living in Cyprus. By the way, I call myself Palestinian by heart, Cypriot by choice, because maybe I was meant to be here. Maybe I was meant to be a clown who works with Palestinians and Israelis in a land that is not part of the conflict. Maybe away from that tension, the change could come from outside, not from inside. Everybody has a part to fix things. I am trying to do my part. I hope I am doing the right thing. I don't want to see death in both sides. Blaming game can go forever. It's been going for more than 70 years now, and we can continue blaming, and this circle will never stop. Or we can just say, let's try new thing. Let's try with the young children. Let's fix them. Let's change the method of their education. Let's find new tools. Maybe it will work. If it doesn't work, at least we say we tried. That is my opinion about what's happening there. Thank you very much for watching, and sorry for taking so much time. Have a good day.